What's goody? Hey y'all, it's Limata again, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Yeah, let's get into it. I kind of wanted to continue on this theme that I have with connecting my vlog with my blog. This month's blog post was entitled "Losing the Deal, Gaining the Vision." And in this blog post, I discuss this deal, had an opportunity of securing, and it didn't end up that way. I basically talked about the lessons that I've learned from losing that deal and ultimately gaining a clearer vision for what I want for my brands, what I want for my work, what I want just on a personal level. So, yeah, I figured we could talk more in depth with that or just, kind of vaguely chat about it. Get comfy. Another thing I'm going to try to do is always have a bev because I think that's cute, right? So, it looks like water, but it's not. Well, it is water. It is water, but it's lemon perfect. So it's like flavored enhanced water. Adulting is knowing that you need to increase your water intake. And for the most part, I do pretty good in that, but sometimes, let's be real, sometimes water can be boring. So I love doing infusion water, so just overnight infusions with herbs and fruit. But then sometimes I forget. So my therapist actually recommended Lemon Perfect, and this is the peach raspberry flavor. You could get it at CVS because we don't shop at Target anymore. Because I think it's definitely carried at Target. I haven't shopped at Target. Have y'all? Please let me know because I know we're taking this boycott a little seriously. So anyway, take your sip of whatever bev you have. You know what it reminds me of? Ooh, you know what it reminds me of? Back in the day when we had the flavored waters, it was in a blue bottle, like this color blue. I think it was called Splash. I'm gonna Google it, but if you know what I'm talking about, I used to love Splash water. That was my. I'm glad I have a grown-up version. The sparkling waters, Mystique or Mystic, whatever it's called, that's what this reminds me of. Okay. Okay, Lemon Perfect. Went hard on that. So I had this opportunity to collaborate with a wine brand, an up-and-coming wine brand. And I had this idea, an idea that I really believed in. And I had the vision and, the plan. And yeah, essentially I lost the deal. This lesson that I learned wasn't really just about the deal itself. It was about what it represented. Validation, momentum, the next big step. And in an instant, it was gone. And I remember just sitting there reading the email and, feeling all things, feeling disappointed, trying to process it because, I felt like, okay, I put in the work. I did everything that I was supposed to do. And yet the answer, still turned out being no. And then I just had to ask myself, okay, now what? I had convinced myself that if I worked hard enough, stayed consistent, and made the right connections, things would come together the way I envisioned. And for a while, it felt like they were. But what I learned is that sometimes, no matter how much effort you put in, things unfold the way that you least expect. And that doesn't mean you did something wrong. It just means that the path is shifting. And honestly, at first, I didn't see it that way. I felt like I hit a wall. I questioned whether I was meant to do this. I questioned whether if I had wasted time or if I should have approached this collaboration differently. But then I started asking a different question, not necessarily like what went wrong, but like what can I do now? Just like that, like what's next? And that's how Rum Lovers was born. I really, really want to talk about this because I feel like Rum Lovers was one of the silver linings. Instead of me waiting for the perfect opportunity, the perfect collaborator to come along, I just went at this on my own. I asked myself all the right questions. What do I actually want to build? What kind of experience do I want people to have? What kind of event do I want people to, go to? And Ramen Lovers wasn't just a dinner. It was a reminder for myself of what I love about hospitality, what I love about curating and hosting events, bringing people together and creating a space where community, conversation, and culture really intersect. I realized that I didn't need anyone. I didn't need anyone else to give me permission to do that. I didn't need a deal to validate the idea. I just needed to do it. So the idea didn't die with the no. If anything, it ignited the yes within me. That's hella poetic. Quote me if you need to. But let me tell you, the event was everything that it needed to be. It was intimate, full of heart, and it reminded me why I did this in the first place. So if I hadn't lost that deal, I might have never made room for something like this. And that's pretty much the biggest lesson I learned. Losing the deal wasn't losing anything at all. It was gaining clarity. It forced me to ask better questions about what I really wanted to build instead of waiting for someone to tell me what was possible. And it was one of the proudest moments I've had this year. And we're still in the beginning of the year. So that's that. So thank you for sitting with me here today, chatting it up. Keep sipping, keep growing, and keep watching. Bye, y'all.